I just cut to the Hangman. Okay, we need to read this one. The Hangman is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. He's out in space. And there's like machinery above his, well, feet. He's upside down, and there's like a Saturn that looks like another machinery type place. There's 2 beams of light. This is hanging at will. You have free will to hang there. There's tattoos of planets, suns, stars, moons all over his body. This can be sacrifice, limbo. Okay, let's read. Yeah, this is quite interesting. Yep. And the Hangman's the number 12 of the major arcana, and you add that up to a 3. You can reduce it to a 3. Communication, transportation, and journeys. That is amazing. Okay, and it says self-sacrifice, ignoring societal expectations, gaining new perspectives, and playing the martyr. Okay, let's read a little bit more. Yeah. Up until this point, the Fool has identified the primary archetypal functions of his own mind, as well as the larger moral and ethical considerations as he sets out on his voyage. Now he comes to the conclusion that at this stage of the journey, these personages and experiences are not enough to carry him to his destination. He must engage in the self-exploration that he began in the Hermit card. Remember, we had that Hermit card. Wow. Okay. But this time he must go deeper. Sorry. It is not enough to explore the hidden caves and crevices of the inner landscape. Now he must relinquish the conscious world and dive deep within himself. It is the relinquishing that forms the main concern of this card. As a hanging man, called the hangman in traditional decks, the Fool no longer concerns himself with the approval of society or of the people around him. Okay. But instead sacrifices his social standing in order to more fully explore his inner self. The man is nude and is bald, and as in the Lover's, nudity suggests honesty in voluntarily exposing one's vulnerabilities. As in Faith, baldness implies an openness to other points of view and a broadening of horizons. When we examine the figure's feet, we find that the feet are unbound, with the toes pointed as if to suggest a competitive diver who has just launched himself from the diving board. All of these elements suggest a voluntary giving up of one's present position in life. The machinery at the top of the card, as in other cards, represents the workings of our conscious minds. The water at the bottom suggests the depths of the subconscious. Our hanging man is seen in the act of diving from his conscious into his subconscious. The hanging man is not simply plunging off the deep end into his subconscious mind, but rather is making a deliberate and well-planned foray into new territory. Ooh. The rules of the waking mind in the everyday world won't work in this inner landscape, but he is still making an essentially rational decision to venture there. The hanging man's tattoos provide another interesting clue. Obtaining a tattoo involves undergoing a painful procedure, so there is certainly an element of sacrifice there. Since tattoos are usually permanent, a person who gets one is forever and indelibly allying themselves with an ideological or artistic statement. Here the tattoos are completely symmetrical between the right and left sides of his body. This could suggest that the hanging man is leaving behind the prejudices and biases of his conscious mind to enter a world where there are no such distinctions. The tattoos are of stars, moon, and suns, bringing to mind the medals on the Fool's breast pocket, which symbolize the goal of the Fool's journey to attain a larger, more complete, and more cosmic awareness and integration. The hanging man, unlike in most decks, is not only upside down, but also backwards, facing away from us. He is literally turning his back on societal expectations and on the mental structures he has already created for himself. In a reading, this card may simply mean that someone is seeking a new perspective on things. The energy shown in this card can be taken to extremes. Sometimes we find ourselves being self-sacrificing to a fault, in other words, playing the martyr. At other times, we may swim against the tide simply because we like to play the role of the nonconformist. The hanging man is one of the most mysterious and evocative images in the tarot deck. Any attempt at interpretation will fall short of the visceral impact of this deceptively simple image. When dealing with this card, written interpretations can help, but in the end, the best way to unravel the image is to use its own mystery. Hebrew letter Mem means water. The hanging man hangs over the deep waters of the subconscious. Astrology. Neptune is a planet of separating oneself from individual distinctions and merging with the collective unconscious. Holy cow! Yeah, that's probably why they were there, why they built it. That is interesting. Okay, that is very interesting. Okay, we have to keep moving on. I did want to know if the people looked to them like the gods. Well, I'm going to ask one more time. Did the people look to them as gods? Did the people look to them as gods? They may not wanted that, but did the people look to them as gods? King of Wands. I believe this is like a peacock. It's not a phoenix, I don't think. There's the sun. It's the King of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Fire, passion, action. The King of Wands is very action-oriented. He may have an ego. He always wins. Usually there's a salamander, which is, it could be a sticky situation. They probably did, and they shouldn't have. That's what I get. So I do want to read a little bit on this. These are very short. And it is the phoenix. Okay. East Asia, East Asian mythology. That's where it comes from. That's interesting. Okay. The King of Wands is a symbol of strength. The legend of the phoenix spans many cultures, but in all of them, the firebird represents nobility, rebirth, strength, and loyalty. Honesty, passion, leadership, charm, and flexibility. I don't think they were really supposed to, but I think they did. I think they did, yes. Okay, now let's move on. Does a gateway or portal exist there at Mount Kailash? We'll do Millennium Thoth Tarot, and I may pull an oracle as well. Does a portal or gateway exist there at Mount Kailash? Look at that. We went from the King of Wands to an Ace of Wands. This is absolutely, yes. This is, it can be male influence, but it is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. This is like a brand new passion, brand new action, okay? This is a yes. So yeah, there is a gateway or portal that exists there. Let's pull an oracle. Can we get an oracle for this? Ace of Wands. If there's a gateway or portal that exists there. Okay, we've got angelic frequency. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. I absolutely believe so. I think it's of the light. And I think there are angelic beings that are there. Angels are here. You are safe. Potent connection. It says that angelic frequency is the energy of the angels and the angelic kingdom, which is aligned to service, devotion, authenticity, and love. When this frequency comes to us, it's because the gateway of our heart, see our heart. Really? I may have to plug in my phone. Our heart chakra. We keep getting this Merkaba heart chakra, heart center, heart chakra of the earth, earthly, heart center. Absolutely. Okay. So it also says it's because the gateway of our heart has aligned with it. We've essentially become an angel upon the earth. Angels are the heartbeats of Source, and so we're in touch with the angelic realm. We're also connected to the heart of God. This card features a being of light. The streams of light surrounding it are the angelic frequency pouring down to light up our life. This image also unlocks our soul memories of our guardian angel. Before we were in this life, we danced across a midnight sky, just like how it has been seen from Mount Kailash, like emitting colors above it in the sky. 7 types of colors. Okay. And as the universe follows the law of attraction, our angel was attracted to us because our likeness was also in them, so we became connected, and since then our angel has been with us through every lifetime and every experience. So yeah, I absolutely believe there's a gateway there with angelic beings, light beings. Okay. Is it true Shiva and other gods reside there still, in a way? Let's do mini Linestrider. Is it true Shiva and other gods reside there still at Mount Kailash? Okay, that is not gonna work. There are way too many flipped over. They were all flipped over on the ground. Can we try this again? Is it true that Shiva and other gods reside there? 7 of Cups, in another realm, in another type world, in another type of dimension. 7 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 7 is relationships. 7 of Cups is fantasy land, dreamy, like head in the clouds. It can be multiple opportunities or confusion, but I think in a whole nother dimension or world. Let's pull an oracle. Do they reside in another dimension type world or realm? We have a number 23 that adds up to a 5, which is changes, challenges, transformations. And it says endless opportunities. We just had that 7 of Cups, multiple opportunities. Let's get this guidebook. That is very interesting. And there's all these different bubbles with butterflies in them. I think in multiple different dimensions and realms. Let me know what you think. This says decision making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focused energy, the high road or the low road. I think in multiple different realms and dimensions, same thing. Oh, you sucker. I just wanted to burn. Burn. Okay, I just need to light this again. Okay, we're gonna move on. And then I asked, in spirit, another dimension? Absolutely. Okay. Does this mountain really move and change? Okay. I think let's do the wild unknown archetypes. Does Mount Kailash really move and change, like, locations in a way and, like, move? Does Mount Kailash really move and change? Formation in a way? Okay, we got a couple. Oh, we have Thanatos. It's a spider's web. And then we have the Destroyer. Wow. All right, let's get this guidebook. Okay. IIIXXL. No, sorry. LXXIII. Oh gosh, what am I doing here? Ooh, very close. Maybe? LXXIII. Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay. Oh. What? I'm so confused. Ah, here we go. And it says death. I think it does in a way. I think there's like a death, rebirth, because it's always changing. Transformation, endings and beginnings. I believe so. Yep. Okay, let me hold this up for you. Okay. And it says, it is tempting to oversimplify death and sum it up as a transformation. But the true archetypal resonance of Thanatos cannot be easily assimilated or contained. Death is ongoing and omnipresent, an eternal response to the gift of birth. Witnessing the ending of another being, creature, phase, or stage has deep consequences for the psyche. We are forever changed by Thanatos as it sweeps us under its wings, making us relinquish control in every form. It leaves a mark of ash upon our heart. Another heart. Oh my gosh. Okay. It signifying we have touched the cusp of the underworld and will return to the land of the living eventually with more compassion and wisdom to share. This capacity is needed in our world. One who has faced the annihilation of Thanatos can face anything. When this card appears, it signifies an initiation into the underworld. Then we have the Destroyer. Wow. I think it does change form. That is amazing. Okay. Oh my gosh. X, X, I. Oh. Well. There we go. The savage, the unexpected, the rejected. The Destroyer. The final of the three. We got another three. Archetypes in the trio of existence. Has necessary yet painful work to do in the world. Culturally, we have an aversion to endings, just like the death. Yeah. Yes. Okay. And we hang on to permanence as a signifier of success. Yet the Destroyer pulls the rug out from underneath relationships, jobs, homes, and all forms of security. It's the part of us that wants things to end. Its painful orientation is to uncover our true purpose. The Destroyer does not let us linger long in comforts. Yeah, okay. As it knows not much happens in that realm. With its piercing eyes, it seeks out stagnancy from a distance, and the rest becomes history. In the old myths, this is the moment when heads begin to roll. The ground opens up and castles crumble. Hold on for the ride. This Destroyer has arrived. It absolutely moves and changes form. Wow. That is amazing. Okay. Is Mount Kailash a vortex? I know we got the gateway, but I want to know if it's like a vortex. I've been to a so-called vortex in Montana. I think I want to do reading on that at some point. So let's ask that with... Is Mount Kailash a vortex? Because they can cause like confusion and disorientation. So, oh, is my, no way. Only one flipped in the deck, and it's Temperance. Absolutely. Temperance is like angels, archangels, Archangel Michael, Sagittarius energy, number 14 or 5, changes, challenges, transformations. And it is divine timing, mixing opposing energies well, duality, celebration. So yes. Yep, it is a vortex. Wow. Okay, is time different there because of this vortex? So there might be no time, right? Was that the Hangman? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so it's that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Hanging at will, sacrifice, limbo, hanging at your free will, a whole new perspective and looking at things differently. Wow. Absolutely. It's like upside down. The time is just like upside down. And hanging upside down, it causes disorientation. And it's a number 12, and it adds up to a 3. Communication, transportation, and journeys. This is amazing. Okay. Does a city reside underneath the mountain? I may do an oracle too for this. Does a city reside underneath Mount Kailash? Okay. Knight of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Knights are the battlers, the fighters, the knights. They wear their armor. He wears his heart on his sleeve. He may send out like love letters, love messages. He pours his emotions and feelings out there a lot to others, and sometimes he gets hurt and turned down a lot, so he doesn't always finish the race. But it's a unicorn, it's magical, it's another type realm. I think it's of a caring, sensitive, sympathetic place. Let's get an oracle and ask, is it in another dimension? Oh, here we go. Is this underground type city in another dimension? Is this underground type city in another dimension? I seen it. I seen it. This is earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, and time in nature. Okay, and she's laying on a bed of flowers. There's a whole other world above the green lands. And it looks like almost like Mount Kailash with the snow and the Rocky Mountain. Let's get this guidebook. Keep getting earth, earth, earth. Okay. A mysterious pulse is woven through all of life. The planet itself has a rhythm. You can see it in the seasons and in the tides. In our world of artificial lighting, long working hours, and modern conveniences, it's easy for us to feel stuck and off kilter. It's time to reconnect with nature and surrender to the pulse of the mother. Earth pulsing is my favorite tool for surrendering to the rhythmic pulse of the mother and the entire universe. Today, many of us are disconnected from the land beneath us. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is kind of unknown, right? Okay. Somewhere along the way, a severing happened, a moment when it became too painful to stay connected. We feel unsupported and as if we don't belong. We look to other people in the external world to fill the void of the connection. Holding and belonging once given to us by the earth, taking, clutching, conquering, longing for others to receive us fully. As a mother once did, forgetting that she's still here, waiting for us to remember and activate the part of us. Oops. that longs to receive her embrace. When you consciously connect with the earth, a veil is lifted and she opens up and receives you more fully. You're able to drink from her sweet waters. Remember, the God Lake, the Manasavarar or something lake is the God Lake, and people can drink from it. It's so clean. That's amazing. Okay, and you're able to drink from her sweet waters and release what no longer serves you. Stagnant energy falls away and you become connected to all things on the planet. All right. Yeah, I believe in a whole nother like dimension place. Okay. Are there man-made voids in and at the base of the mountain? I just seen justice. Justice is Libra energy. It's truth, balance, karma, the scales, the true sword. Okay. Are there man-made voids in and at the base of Mount Kailash? Are there man-made type voids? Or alien-made type voids at the base and in Mount Kailash? Oh. Okay, we got 8 of Cups. 8 is death, rebirth, regeneration, transformations, changes, endings, and beginnings. Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, water, emotions, feelings. 8 of Cups is walking away, what no longer serves you anymore, walking, leaving behind, not caring about petty things and just moving on. Were they left behind? Were these voids? Oh my gosh. The way this card is drawn out, it's almost like she almost left this like cave from the water or something. Because you can see all around the card, right, is dark. And it's like drawn in, colored in. Were these voids left behind? Were these voids left behind? Were these voids left behind? Oh yeah, absolutely. We have 5 of Pentacles. 5's changes, challenges, transformations, almost like that 8. Pentacles is earthly, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 5 of Pentacles is isolation. Being left out in the cold, feeling left out in the cold. Financial constraints. It can be not letting yourself in to warm yourself. She's not getting up to grab the key to let herself in or out, actually. I believe so. I believe there are, and they were just left behind. Yeah. Okay. Was Mount Kailash visited by many teachers in the past? Many so-called teachers, possibly like Jesus Christ, Buddha, you know, Shiva, like supposedly all these teachers, okay? Was Mount Kailash visited by these teachers in the past? Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me? I just named 3. I named Jesus Christ, Buddha, and Shiva, okay? I've got the 3 of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earthly sign. It looks like Mount Kailash, and it's a triangle. This is cooperation, commitment, contracts, teamwork. 3's communication, transportation, and journeys. Absolutely. Wow. That's so interesting. Wow. Okay. Does this temple, that sarcophagus or whatever temple, contain the concentration of cosmic energy, like they say? I may do an oracle too. Does the sarcophagus temple contain concentration of cosmic energy? Queen of Swords. Yes. Queen of Swords, of course, is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She's all about truth. She holds a true sword. She protects her emotions. She's all about balance and harmony and justice. So this is absolute truth. She wields that true sword. So yeah, Queen of Swords. Okay. Hair. Oh. Okay. All right. Is this mountain visited by otherworldly beings? Which we pretty much got that, but let's ask again. Let's do Tarot of Dreams. Is Mount Kailash visited by otherworldly beings? Whoa! Wow. Yep, only one fell. Okay, the one that fell is Death. The first card we got is a 10 of Cups. 10 can be in now, but 10 of Cups is home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation, your most abundant, happy, emotional, possessions, financial life. And there's a dog. It's like loyalty, right? And there's this doorway of light. There's stairs. It can be not just family. It can be a happy community, a happy group of people. But we also have this death, which is a death rebirth, Scorpio energy, endings and beginnings, regeneration, transformations, changes. They may have in the past. Here's the 10 of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And this is Scorpio. Death, rebirth. Transformations, changes. Did they in the past? Did they visit Mount Kailash in the past? Now we have another 10. Okay, and this is a 10 of Pentacles. I think so. Because 10 of Pentacles is community. It's your most happy and financial abundant life. Your most solid foundation and structure, your most comfortable life, and it's represented by horsetail. So I believe so. I believe so. Community, family, group of people. I believe so. Huh. All right. If so, why? I think they gathered there for regeneration and transformations, possibly. This reminds me of the Kundalini. I just did the Kundalini readings. The coiled up energy type, they call it a snake. At the base of your spine when you are birthed, rebirth, death, rebirth, and it doesn't always waken in your lifetime here. But when it does, it can cause massive changes, positive, negative, whatever it may be. It just depends on how you work with the Kundalini energy. And it can clear old energies, heal your chakras. It's like an enlightenment, connects you to source, the divine. Wow. Does this have a lot to do with the Kundalini? Let's ask. Did this have a lot to do with their Kundalini? Ah! Shoot, shoot, shoot. Look at that. We just got the world. And this is called the World Cosmos in the Muse Tarot. Okay. There's wings on her. She's really outside of Earth. And it's like she flew to Earth pretty well. I absolutely think so. And it's the number 21, adds up to 3, communication, transportation, and journeys, cooperation, commitment, contracts, teamwork. Yeah. I think it has a lot to do with the Kundalini too. I do. Wow. That's crazy. I want the guidebook for that, actually. Because that is so crazy. Completion, success, attainment, celebration, full circle, joy, ending of a cycle, ascension, tying up loose ends, travel plans, a reminder to follow through, vibrational attainment. I think that's why they went there. She remembers the little girl she used to be, jumping off the cliff and into the unknown waters of divine magic. And now she lives here, totally at home in this ocean of creation, and she rises out of her vast universe with the world in her hands. And everything is coming to completion. All the energy is culminating into exciting new endings of success and joy. She smiles because the closure of fruition is sweet. You've made it celebrate. The cycle ends. The circle closes. She asks you to enjoy this coming chapter and to witness your success that is on the way. Soon you will prepare to be the fool once more, poised for another new ocean of possibility. Be first a moment to breathe and to enjoy your accomplishments. You deserve the success. In wholeness, rise now, bright above. The cusp of joy surrounds, sweet full circle of past fulfilled. Ascendance skips and bounds. How well does that go with all of this? I think so, yeah. Like I said, let me know what you think, okay? All right. Okay. Since the Mount Kailash is exactly 6,666 kilometers from Stonehenge and exactly opposite of Easter Island, was this location purposeful? Which I believe so. Six of Swords. Okay, 6 can be divine, health, wellness, daily routines, and boundaries. And Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, communication, words. This is moving out of troubled waters, moving to a more calmer ground, and it can be travel. I believe so. It just goes along with the entire reading, honestly. It's journeys. Wow. How about this? Were there some kind of beings that would travel from Mount Kailash to Stonehenge to Easter Island, etc.? Were there beings that would travel from Mount Kailash to Stonehenge, etc.? 4 of Swords. 4 is home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. Swords is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. Words and communication. And this can be laid to rest, recuperation, resting after battle. I do want this guidebook. Napping, resting, taking a time away. Now let's read this. Respite, rest after illness, repose, replenishment, solitude, exile, retreat, and abandonment. Activity, oh, no. Okay. Was it abandoned? Oh. Was this their home and they abandoned it? I want the Divine Tarot. Where did I put that? There it is. I need to pull some Oracle cards, guys. Did they, like, eventually... okay. Did they, like, travel to these places to recuperate, in a way? Did they travel to these places to recuperate? I have another question, but did they travel to these places to recuperate, in a way? King of Swords, that's truth. And 9 of Swords, okay, yes. All right, so absolutely. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. And then we have another Swords. Swords. Air sign. Air, travel by air. And communication. All right, words. King of Swords sees things in black and white. He holds the true sword. He's all about duality, justice, truth, harmony. He may be the Watchers. And then we have this Nine of Swords. 9 is higher learning, higher consciousness, higher education, faith, and spirituality. The 9 of Swords can be insomnia, can't eat, sleep, think, depression, anxiety, the worst mental state, probably to get out of that. Old habits. Old karmas. Past life karmas. Okay, let's read this King of Swords first. It is the griffin, Persian mythology. The King of Swords represents wisdom enhanced by power. The griffin is a noble and intelligent creature, soaring over land and sea, a symbol for patience, perseverance, and judgment. Authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, and loyalty. We had that dog, okay? Now, the 9 of Swords. Oedipus, Greek mythology. The 9 of Swords represents decision-making controlled by anxiety. The oracle at Delphi warns the king that his son, Oedipus, will one day kill him. Had he not let his fears control him and raised his son in love instead of hate, the king's eventual death could have been avoided. Anxiety, terror, nightmares, obsession, insomnia. Where was that? Remember that death card. And then the Kundalini. When it awakens, it cleanses out old energies, blocks chakras, things like that if you work well with it, okay? I gotta plug my phone in, you guys. So 1 second, sorry. Is that a life flight? It is. We've got a life flight going overhead. And he's flying. These helicopters fly. Wow. Let's see. That should be good. Yep. I think they flew from place to place to recuperate and to get spiritual enlightenment, to cleanse, to clear their old energies and probably past karmas and things like that. It's crazy. All right, so let's move on. If so, by Gaia, Mother Earth, or people, I think these beings. Absolutely. Okay, I do have a question about the chai. Easy. Govern. Okay. Okay, so does the chai Easy Gov know about this place in a way nobody else knows? Do they know about Mount Kailash? Things that nobody else knows. Do they know something about this place that nobody else knows? Oh, come on. Still trying to get used to it. 1, please? Nope. Yes, they do. There's the bridge and the sustainer. They're sustaining, keeping it in a box. This place, that's like a bridge. They say it's like a bridge from heaven and earth. Linkage. Okay, they know. All right, let's get this guidebook. So let's do the bridge first. Okay, it says the connection, the link, the gate. We've gotten it's a gateway too, right? Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is a gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates a bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. Acceptance, magic, communication. We keep getting that communication too. And it also says, imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and heals a heart? More heart stuff, okay? It's got to be the heart chakra of Earth. It's got to be. And then we've gotten this wall, building a wall. There's this box. They built a wall around it, right? And it also says, lie on the floor and listen to the bridge over troubled water. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody, the feeling of rising above the muck. There's the 4 rivers that come from Mount Kailash, and those 2 lakes, okay? So now let's find the sustainer. It says the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. Maybe they're preserving it, okay? The sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence. Again, trio. 3, work behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there's no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. Abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. Contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are, and spend time tending to them. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? Wow, that's crazy that we just got that. Okay. What do they know about it? Well, I think they know about the bridge. Okay. Why hide it? I think they're sustaining it. Okay. With Mount Kailash, does it harness energy and put it back into Gaia? Let's do Conscious Spirit Oracle. Silly chickens. It is 3:03 right now. And we're at 133. Not anymore. Okay. Yep. Okay. With Mount Kailash, does it harness energy and put it back into Gaia, Mother Earth? Does it harness energy and put it back into Gaia, Mother Earth? Looks like we got a fire sign, maybe. Okay, we have a number 32 that adds up to a 5. Changes, challenges, transformations, movement, meditation. I celebrate and honor my physical body through dance and movement. Remember, they say that it constantly moves. Standing still, maintaining the status quo, and stagnating are the results of lack of movement. Our physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies can only grow and develop if we move. Take some form of action. Movement brings an added spark to life. This card may be an indication that you are not getting enough physical exercise. You are a physical being. Honor your body by walking in nature or dancing and stimulating your heart. More heart stuff. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, mental movement and action are just as important. Start a new hobby or study further. Do something you have always wanted to do. If you are an exercise junkie, this card may be telling you to slow down a bit. Do not overtax your body. Perhaps you should try an alternative form of exercise. Yoga and Tai Chi are great workouts for body, mind, and soul. Do not focus on your physical body at the expense of your emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies. I think it's like constantly in motion. Absolutely constantly in motion, like they say. Okay. Is it true some who have gone there, their hair grows fast? Is it true that some have claimed their hair grows fast? Is that true? At Mount Kailash. Wow. We have another 3 of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, energy, air, words, communication. 3 of Swords can be betrayal, 3 swords in the heart, 3 energies hurt, 3 things hurt. But this 3, a 3 is communication, transportation, journeys, cooperation, commitment, contracts. Her hair is quite long. And these roses are growing up this rock stone. I think so. I think so. Is it because time is different there? Oh boy, come on. Is it because time is different there? Is that why their hair grows fast? Is it because time is different there? Were they telling the truth? Were they telling the truth? Were they telling the truth with their words? I don't think they were. It's like betrayal with words in a way. Communication. So we have a 9 of Swords. This is insomnia. Can't eat, sleep, think, depression, anxiety, worse mental state. Maybe they were just disoriented and thought this. Is that true? Let's do this one. Was it because they were disoriented and just thought that? Was it because they were disoriented and just thought that? We have a 9 of Swords again. Holy crap. In a row. That adds up to an 18, which would add up to a 9. Higher learning, higher consciousness, higher education, spirituality, faith. And then we've got 4 of Swords. Laid to rest. Resting after battle. Recuperation. Napping. It's like they were just disoriented. I mean, look at this 9 of Swords. Here's this 9 of Swords. And here's this 4 of Swords. Wow. There you go. Okay. Let's move on. Okay. Is time warped there like a vortex? Well, absolutely. Okay. When people have gone there and became confused, was it because they stepped through another dimension? Look what's on the bottom. The sun. That's absolutely a yes. And there's all these zodiac signs. This is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Fire, passion, action. The sun can be happiness, abundance, joy, enlightenment. I do want to grab the sun though real quick. And it's a number 19. So you could get a 10 from that, which is fulfillment, completion, cycles, endings and new beginnings. There's some planets here, well, a lot of planets here. And, or it could be a 1, which is new beginnings, a fresh start. It says the sun is depicted as a central body in the cosmic scheme, center of the earth, okay? The journey of the planets as they map across the heavens with everything in its rightful place is charted in relation to the signs of the zodiac. The sun is a male active energy of the conscious mind and physical plane. It provides us with warmth, energy, and daylight. The sun's light illuminates everything clearly, and all of life responds to warmth. The sun is one of the most positive cards in the tarot, for it brings happiness, success, and triumphs, excellent relationships, a happy marriage, contentment, prosperity, and good health. The sun tends to shine favorably upon any situation when this card is present. It is important to make the most of its favorable aspects. This is a huge yes for me, but I want to ask, can they tell us which dimension possibly they usually step through? Can you tell us which dimension they possibly step through, maybe? Wow. Okay. So, remember we got this 10, and you can get a 1 from it. Well, we got an ace, which is a 1. An ace of wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Fire, passion, action. It can be the male figure. It can be a new beginning, a new passion. It could be like the number 1 dimension. Or a number 11. Let's get an oracle. Let's just do the divine animal oracle. Can you look at this? Yeah. Can you give us an oracle message for this sun and ace of wands? Can you possibly tell us which dimension? Is it 1 or 11? Can you possibly tell us that? Is it 1 or 11? First dimension or the 11th dimension? Okay, I was just thinking this. You could add a 1 and a 1 and you get a 2. It's the second dimension. We have a number 20. So it's a second dimension. That is crazy. That is crazy. It's represented by the swan, and it says beauty, and she's blindfolded. And there's bubbles and dragonflies. There's wings. That's crazy. Let me get this guidebook really quickly. I was just thinking about adding the 1 and the 1, and you get a 2. Let's see. Wow. I think it's the second dimension they walk into, step into. Beauty. Beauty is all around us. If we care to observe it, the natural world provides so much of it. However, remember, beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. And let's read the magic of the swan. Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings and also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives. All right. Okay. That's quite interesting. I think it's the second one. All right. Gotta move on. Hopefully they'll go for a minute. I don't know. What is going on? Stop it. Maybe. Oh, man. I don't know. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Can some astral travel there? When they go there, can they astral travel? And then I'm going to ask, can people from all around the world astral travel to Mount Kailash? But when people are there at Mount Kailash, can they astral travel? The Emperor? Wow. The Emperor is Aries energy, number 4. Home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. He holds the chess piece. He's in control. He can be a father type figure. It is the Ram. Okay, look at the checkerboard floor. He's like the king of all kings. He's the divine masculine and male influence. I think they can. Can others astral travel to Mount Kailash, wherever they are? We got the Wheel of Fortune. The number 10, fulfillment, completion, fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons, cycles, the wheel turning, and it can be fortune. Yes. Look at this image. Yes. So if you want to, maybe try it. Sage. Let's try the sage. We'll try that for a minute. All right. Is there complete opposite energies of those two lakes, the God Lake and the Devil Lake? With those two lakes, oh my gosh. Look at the Ace of Swords. That's absolute truth, clarity, justice, balance, duality, the scales, two things. Balancing, absolutely. That is true. Yep. Okay. Does the God Lake contain the positive and the Devil Lake contain the negative? Yep. Look, the High Priestess. She's number 2 of the Major Arcana. 2. And look, there's the 2 of Pentacles. Absolutely. Yes, that is so true. The High Priestess is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. She who sees but doesn't speak. She holds the information. She holds the key. She holds the knowledge. She holds the book of information. She can download. She can upload. She can upgrade. She has psychic visions. And then we have this 2 coins. This 2 Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, an earthly sign. This is juggling imbalance or trying to balance. It's like the scales. Yes. And look, there's a crescent moon above her head. And 2 curtains, 2 hanging baskets or something. Yes, that is absolutely true. And see how it's a bear with a baby bottom and then the baby with the bear bottom? Okay. Wow. All right. Can the waters from the God Lake heal the body? Let's do an oracle and let's do the Melanie Beckler. My gosh, I knew this reading was going to be long. I'm going to have to cut it up. Okay, or trim it. No, divide it. There we go. Okay, can the waters of the God Lake heal the body? No way. We got the World Bridger. Wow. World Bridger. You're multidimensional. Bridge to the spiritual. Death, rebirth. Absolutely, yes. That is crazy. We got the World and Bridger in that card. Death, rebirth. Yep. Absolutely transform and heal. Hello. Okay. What do we not know about Mount Kailash? Let's do a Sacred Earth Oracle. we not know about Mount Kailash? Can you tell us? Oh, wow. She's holding a dove, which represents purity. And it says ready but waiting. So it's ready for us, but it's waiting. That's what I get from it. Now I just gotta find this guidebook. Oh, here we go. It's ready for us, but waiting. The earthly meaning, there is no rush. Bide your time and be ready to act. Observe and build your stores of knowledge, energy, and resources. Resist being goaded to act before you are ready. You have not missed your chance. Prepare and be poised for an opportunity. Confidence is not being certain of success. It is being prepared to give something your best shot. Spiritual meaning, you are protected by a higher power, and that is why everything seems to have come to a standstill. It is said that there is a time, reason, and season for everything under heaven, and this is true. When the time is right, all will clear, and things will progress easily. For now, patience is needed. The time is coming closer. Inside a seed, the tiny beginning of a plant is kept in stasis until just the right amount of water, oxygen, soil, and heat trigger its release into the world. The seed contains growth inhibitors which hold the new plant back until the conditions for survival are close to ideal. There is a very limited supply of food and energy in a seed, and once triggered, a new seedling uses these stores to send a small root into the earth. And first shoots boldly upwards to the sunlight. Then the seed is no more. Its vital job of protector and nurturer is done. From here, it is up to the seedling to find nourishment and respond to its surroundings by stretching towards the light, water, and nutrients it needs to realize its full height. In this way, little by little, a mountain ash can become 5,000 times bigger than the seed it began with. But this is not the seed's concern. Its job is to give the plant embryo its best start. When the right conditions are right, there's no more waiting. Be ready to launch. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Wow. Quite beautiful. Okay. Is Mount Kailash connected to every other sacred site? I just cut to the Ace of Swords. Absolutely. Oops. Absolutely. Wait, no, that was right. Yes, this is absolute truth, clarity, justice, balance, karma, duality, the truth sword. Yes, that is a huge yes. Okay. Was there an ancient city that resided there long ago? Are you kidding me? Look at that. Look on the bottom. It's the Wheel of Fortune, number 10. Fulfillment, completion, endings and beginnings, cycles, the wheel turning, fate, destiny, circle of life, fortune. There's a sphinx with a sword, a monkey, and I think a crocodile. I don't think it's an alligator. I think it's a crocodile. I think so. Yeah, I think so. There may have been 3. Wow. Okay. With the 4 rivers that originate from Mount Kailash, what is the significance of that? I think I'm going to do an oracle. Let's do the White Light Oracle. With the 4 rivers that originate from Mount Kailash, can you tell us the significance of those 4 rivers? And the 4 faces of Mount Kailash's directions. They point in every single direction. Number 37, that adds up to 9, which is higher learning, higher consciousness, higher connection, higher education, spirituality, faith, Oracle of Chaldea. So let's get this guidebook. Whoop. Oracle. Continue on your healing journey with enthusiasm. It's healing waters. But without forcing things to happen more quickly than feels natural, sometimes the body will be ready to let go whilst the mind is still holding on. At other times, the mind may need to be patient as the body processes an experience. Trust in your own timing and rhythm. There's no need to be impatient or to judge yourself. You are summoning the spiritual fortitude to tackle an issue which has previously held you back. When the time is right, the healing shall happen more easily than if you tried to push forward prematurely. Things are going to work out. Be positive. The healing process says, find a comfortable position in which to relax. If you would like to light a candle for this process, do so with care for safety and considerations. You could also have a crystal or anything else that reminds you of the light placed where you can gaze upon it. Connect consciously to your breathing. Notice the flow of the breathe in and out. Allow your breath to lengthen and deepen naturally. Let yourself become fully present in this moment. You can then imagine, feel, visualize, or intend you are drifting into a beautiful realm of light. You may like to close your eyes or gaze at a beautiful crystal or flickering candle to help you relax and sense the light on an inner level. Allow your awareness to dwell in the soft and inviting inner realm of light. Let it be a pleasurable and soothing experience. Let the light take on various colors if that suits you. What colors feel best? You can imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that your soul can absorb those colors with delight and pleasure as those